Good morning. 5 a.m. here in Brisbane, Queensland. I'm back home, and today we are reading on the Rosé expose. Why is everybody so aggravated with Meghan Markle and this rosé that she hasn't even launched yet? And does she care? Does she care that people are aggravated? I think she loves aggravating people. I'm just getting this more and more as an intuitive feel recently. She enjoys aggravating people, upsetting people, annoying people. Most people don't like that. Most of us will go out of our way to not upset others. But I'm getting that she just revels in it. Tell us, cards, about this. She's no longer wanting to come across as the sweet innocent. That was her stick, her spiel. To start with, I didn't know anything, and they trapped me. They made me do this. They made me wear beige. Yeah, she's given up on that. The problem with Meghan, well, one of the problems with Meghan is she doesn't know if she wants to pretend to be the victim or pretend to be this big, strong She-Ra. She's so contradictory. This card to me has always represented, I know it says Venice, and interesting, isn't it? They're doing the Bezos wedding in Venice, and she's so jealous, and she's so upset and so sad. This card has always represented to me old London and the royal family unmasking her, but it could literally be Venice. She is spitting tax because she was not invited to the Bezos wedding. She doesn't understand, no matter how hard she tries, why she's not part of the in crowd, the it crowd. This card to me has always represented that freedom flight. Stupid Harry. Oh, it's 4 a.m. and we're on the freedom flight. There's Meghan and her ginger pet Harry flying off. Look how sad she is. We've had to escape with our lives. Something about to end for now, but it's in the upside down. It wasn't a freedom flight. It was somebody being very calculated. And Harry's got to soon realise he's not free. He's not free. He's trapped worse than ever. Oh, tell us about this wine. Now, people are aggravated because she's launching it obviously on Diana's birthday, and how tone deaf, how despicable to launch an alcohol brand on Diana's birthday when she passed in a car accident where the driver was drunk. And look at that, the snake princess. That's Meghan Markle to a T. She lured him away with false promises. It's funny how Harry's energy is coming up in this reading too. I wonder if he's going to start seeing through her. But once again, it's just her manipulating, pretending to be one thing when she's actually another. Switch and bait. Bait and switch. Albino alligator and upside down. This card always gives me the impression of her being sweet and innocent and whiter than white. Now she's not really caring anymore. Also reminds me of the time when they sat at that event where was it? I think it was the one where children had harmed themselves because of the internet, and she sat up there right next to Harry and she said, cars used to be so unsafe and people started dying in car accidents. He's sitting right next to you. And then they created the seatbelt, she said. He's sitting right next to you. His mother died in a car accident because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. He's sitting right next to you on the stage. And she's so blatant and so vicious and so poisonous. She says it right there like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. And he's sitting right next to you. The man you're supposed to love more than anything else. And as much as she's demeaned and tried to bring down the royal family, her personal attacks on Harry, when she pretends it's not, but it is. He's sitting right next to you. Using the one thing that hurts him more than anything else. And look at there. This is her with the unending sadness of looking back. It's a scarab beetle, which I've always represents kind of protecting your heart, but it's not actually protecting her. And this, I think, is going to be Harry. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. Oh, she's doing it on purpose. She's doing it on purpose. She wants the man to crack. This is not where I was expecting this to go. I was expecting this to talk about commercialism and wanting money and price gouging and all of that. Of course she's going to get somebody else's wine and she's going to put her label on it, or she's going to get them to put her label on it because she doesn't actually do anything, and then sell it for triple the price. Of course she's going to do that. We know she's going to do that. She's done it with her tea already. But I'm just getting this deeper, darker. Clean up. Come on, Harry, clean up your act. The man is addicted to substances and alcohol, and you bring out a rosé wine. How does that work? Buy the book. Oof. I wonder if that's her memoir. If that's her memoir. She's going to say she didn't know how addicted he was. And it was the royal family that caused him to be addicted. And then she's going to reveal all in her book. Deep knowing. She's been talking to Harry about this book that she wants to write, and he is concerned and scared. New life. Oh, is she getting ready to make the plunge? Oh, in my brain the words coming out. Plunge in the knife. Twist the knife. She's got this as a backup. The book, the memoir. Wow. Is this another threat to Harry, to the royal family? I can do whatever the hell I want. Fork in the road. She's seriously thinking about, is it time to ditch him? Especially when she sees all the people at that Bezos wedding. And Harry's cachet, being royal, wasn't enough to get her an invitation. She's starting to think, what the hell am I doing with this guy? He's not bringing me the cachet, the kudos that I needed to open the doors to get me into that wedding. What's the point of you? Never-ending story. She is going to needle him and needle him and needle him and belittle him and emasculate him because, I don't know, the cards are telling me this. This is just an entertainment. Nothing is said as truth or fact, but I'm getting here that she is needling him and needling him and needling him, and she wouldn't be unhappy if he had a breakdown, because then she would have an excuse to then be the object of sympathy. But she's the one who would have brought it on. Oh, see, here we've got new life and regeneration. And over here we've got the never-ending story. How she's needling him all the time. This is another dig at Harry. You know, we think that she's always bringing down the royal family. And yes, of course she is. And she's poisonous with that. But she's so poisonous to him as well. And so publicly sitting on the stage where they're being recorded, talking about people dying in car accidents. That's not an accident. That's not a mistake. That's not a slip-up. Harry, all he wants is peace. He is so... he's so confused, and he genuinely thinks that she is his soulmate, that she is out to look after him. But this is her true nature. Come back to the edge. How many more times can she take him to the edge? To the brink. Until he tips over that brink. Oh, my word, these are very, very dark cards. This rosé is definitely something to push Harry's buttons. Yeah, she might earn a little bit of money. Yeah, she'll be in the spotlight in the media. A change in the wind. This could be the thing. The fates. Look at the fates with the stars. She believed that it is her fate always to be a star, to be the center, to be the leading lady. Look at that. Time for a nap. I think that's Harry. He's looking for peace. He needs a nap. He needs a rest. She's relentless. We think she's relentless. Imagine living with a woman. Well, I don't know that he does. Chaos and conflict. That's what his life has been like. Chaos and conflict. Message in a bottle. This is, again, another message to the royal family. To the royal family. Are you going to save this stupid prince? If not, I'm just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Wow. And look, and the bottle? The bottle is the rosé bottle. And look at the stars. She thinks she is a star. I will do whatever the hell I want. Oof, this is vicious and evil and wicked. What do you think? Do you think there is a special message? Do you think she's just lurching from one thing to another? Remember to like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. But your comments are the things that keep me going. And they really help out the channel. Even if you can just leave an emoji, that helps the YouTube algorithm know that you like the content. The comments are the things that the algorithm loves to see. Message in a bottle. What else? This woman is so twisted. Co-create. Tell us more about the co-create. To the sea. This was her isolating Harry from his family. She is threatening with the book. She is threatening with the book. Look what the words say. Truth be told. Truth be told. Oh, okay. Oh. Thinker. What else have I got up my sleeve? Fortune cookie. Not for you. Didn't work out the way that Harry thought it would. Oh, man. What else? What else? We don't want to get too far into Meghan's mind, but where is her mental process at the moment? And what does she think this is going to gain her from the royal family? I think she's pushed Harry so far, and she's pushed the royal family so far. I think she's always thought that they would come and rescue him, and then she would be rid of him. But she didn't realise that when she ensnared him with her wearing his mother's perfume and all of that, she didn't realise that he wouldn't give up on her. And he wouldn't see through her. Guardian. Preserve, protect, defend, shelter. It's going to be for the royal family to have to come in and rescue Harry. Here in the upside down, love maker. Love, give, be. She pretended to be love. But what is it all? Theatre. And look, the person actually taking off their mask. Challenge. Co-create. We've had co-create before. We've had, oh, and look at that, the shapeshifter. Bewilder. Shake. Ruffle. She loves to ruffle the feathers. She loves to ruffle the feathers. And I don't understand that personality. I really don't understand that personality. Most of us avoid conflict. Most of us like to help people to feel peaceful. Growth. She just... her summer of love. Yeah, she just sees herself growing and growing and growing in stature. Look at that tenacity. One thing I will give her, she does not let go. She gets an idea in her head and she does not let go. She certainly does not let go. I think she's ready to move on to something different, to someone different. If only she would find someone rich and famous. And I think this is one of the reasons why she's unhappy that she didn't get invited to that wedding, because she could have been rubbing shoulders with the billionaires. I'm not sure that a billionaire will ever happen for her because, you know, billionaires tend to at least have some smarts about them. I don't know. Look at that. Gates of triumph. Success expands your life. This is her. She thinks she's been so successful. She thinks she's so successful. And I guess it comes down to that old adage. How do you define success? So you, dear listener, dear friends, how do you define success? For me, it's love. Love of the family, love of you people here in this channel, showing love to my mother. It's also fulfillment, like if you've got a job that fulfills you, doing a good job, doing well done. And I'm talking about what fulfills me. And look at that. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. That to me is, I always say at the end of my videos, may the angels walk with you now and always. Spirituality is important to me. Not rocking the boat. Not hurting people, just being kind, making other people's life a bit easier. So it's beyond comprehension to me. And there, tread thoughtfully. Yeah, I try to always leave the world a better place. If I've gone to work, I try and leave work better than when I found it. I try and build people up. All of that kind of thing. And I'm sure you are all the same. You are all the same. But she's not. She's an aberration. She seems to enjoy hurting people. I mean, I still can't get over that, sitting on that stage and talking about people dying in car accidents, and he's sitting right next to you. And now she's releasing a wine on his mother's birthday. Really? Really? It just... It's not thoughtlessness. It's calculated. Poseidon's daughter, you've been given everything that you need. She thinks that all of the resources around her are hers for the taking. And at the bottom, frog princess. Frog princess. And there's the frog. So she kissed the prince and turned him into a frog. Look how tiny he is. And look how tiny his crown is. Why? I just don't understand. Can you explain it to me, people? Why? Why would somebody be like this? Why would somebody just be setting out to be hurtful and destructive? Miss Spiderweb. It's all about destruction. This rosé is no accident. It's just another way to hurt Harry. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Okay, let's have a look at the spirit animal. See what spirit animal is trying to walk with her and trying to keep her on the straight and narrow, is trying to get her attention. What spirit animal do you think is trying to get her attention? And look at that, the hawk, the messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. Well, she certainly does. She focuses on her priorities. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. And I think she does in part. She follows that message, but she misses the unwritten part of that message. It's not just about allowing yourself to soar to new heights and give yourself freedom and letting yourself do anything you want to do. It's not just about that. It's about, well, in my view, life is about how can you uplift others? How can you uplift others? That's for me, is what life is about. So, my lovely friends, it's lovely to be back at home. Please let me know what you think of this reading, and I look forward to reading your comments, and may the angels walk with you now and always.